Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Hope you all are very well. So let's move to the other thing that is after the sentences. Yes, that's your chapter number 51. In this chapter, we will learn about the subject and predicate. You have heard many times about the subject and you are very well known now after Wren and Martin that what is a subject in your sentence. Yes, the person or the thing on whom the work has been done. This is your subject, that on what we are working. So, subject and predicate has been divided in a single sentence, but we always need a subject and a predicate in our writings, in our sentences, because without predicate and without a subject, we are not able to understand our sentence logic. So here is a picture. You can all see what's going on in this picture. I want a new car. I want a new car. The next is, let's see, Amy held a pencil. Johnny wore a hat. He looked happy. The star is blue. He is holding a star. How many sentences have I discussed with you by showing these images? Now I would like to pick out the first one sentence, that is I want a car. Let's see. I want a car. So if I want a car, what's the subject here? Yes, you got it. It's your I. And want a car is your predicate. Yes, exactly. Now you got my point, that in the previous writings we have discussed the other rule of writing a sentence according to the tenses and the sentences that tells us that subject, verb and object. But we are talking about the verb and the object together here. That tells us about the action of something in a single word, that is the predicate. Yes, subject and predicate. So in the other picture, we can also see the first sentence, Amy held a pencil. Amy is your subject and held a pencil is your predicate. In the second line, Johnny wore a hat. Johnny is your subject and wore a hat is your predicate. Number 3 sentence is, he looked happy. He is your subject here and looked happy is your predicate. Number 4 sentence is, the star is blue. The star is your subject and is blue is your predicate. It means that we can use the predicate without an object also. Yes, in this sentence there is no object. Number 5, he is holding a star. Holding a star is your predicate and he is your subject. Now you can easily identify subjects along with the predicates. So why we are wasting our time? Let's move to the next example. Let's see. In this picture, the action in the sentence is your predicate and was blue, held a pencil, wore a hat is what? Your predicates. So this revision task has been done just for you. So be careful about doing the more and more examples. So let's move to the page number 207. What we have seen on this page, it's an exercise. Exercise number 1 is very interesting because in this exercise, divide each of the following sentences into subject and predicate. The thing that I have done for you on the board, the same thing will be done by you on your book pages. Let's do it with my help. Number 1, birds built nests in trees. Birds is your subject and the rest of the sentence will be underlined by you as predicate. Just divide them in two things, subject and predicate. Number 2, your book lies on the desk. Your book is your subject and lies on the desk is your predicate. Number 3, my new watch keeps good time. My new watch here is your subject and keeps good times is your predicate. Number 4, he goes to the church on Sunday. He is your subject, and goes to the church on Sunday is your predicate. So I think that now you can do as many sentences as you can. Now you are able to divide the subject with the predicate. So exercise number 2 on the next page, page number 208, is also very interesting. In this exercise, you just need to divide one more time the subject with the predicates. Let's divide them. Simple Simon met a pieman. Simple Simon met a pieman. So, Simple Simon is your subject and met a pieman is your predicate. Number 2, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty is your subject and sat on a wall is your predicate. Number 3, Little Bo Peep lost her sheep. Little Bo Peep is your subject and lost her sheep is your predicate. Number 4, Sir Ralph the rower is your subject and tore his hair is your predicate. Number 5, the village master is your subject. Taught in his little school is a predicate. So we come to know that all those complete actions from any of the subject is your predicates. Very simple. So exercise number 3 is also like that. You just need to underline the subject and circle the complete predicate. Let's see. Over 100 people is your subject. Underline it. And completely vanished from their village is your predicate. So circle it. Yes. Number 2. A great event occurred in Virginia in the late 1500s. A great event is your subject. Underline it. And occurred in Virginia in the late 1500s is your predicate. So you will circle it. Number 3. No one explained it. No one is your subject and explained it your predicate. So you will circle the predicate here and underline the subject. Number 4. Nature is the best physician. Nature is your subject. You will underline it and is the best physician is your predicate. So you will circle it. Rest of the sentences will be done in the same way by underlining the subjects and circling the predicates. So let's move to exercise number 4. In this exercise, you will do something opposite of it. Like you will circle the subject and underline the predicates. Like number 1, the early bird is your subject. So you will circle it and the catches the worm is your predicate. So you will underline it. Number 2, the boy in the third row explained the role of slavery in the Civil War. So the boy in the third row is your subject. So you will encircle it and explain the role of slavery in the Civil War is your predicate. So you will underline it. Number 3, several of the students is your subject. So circle it. Were thinking about the final examinations in the history course is your predicate. So you will underline it. He has a good memory. That's your sentence number 4. He is your subject and has a good memory is your predicate. Number 5, all roads is your subject. So encircle it and lead to happiness is your predicate. So underline it. Let's move to the next page that shows exercise number 5. On this page number 210, you will see that choose a subject and a predicate from the box to complete each of the following sentences. A clue has been given to you to complete your sentences according to the subject and the predicate. In some sentences, there are some predicates that has been given in clues, and on few sentences, there are some subjects that has been missed and given to you in clues. So number 1, the gardener planted some seeds. Number 2, the pilot flew the airplane. Number 3, a buzzing bee looked for nectar in the flower. Number 4, my closet has lots of clothes in it. So what I am doing? After the subject I am putting predicates, and before the predicates I am putting the subjects. Very simple. Number 5, the little puppy barked all night long. Number 6, the barber cut the boy's hair. So I hope that the rest of the sentences will be done by you yourself in this way, because now you are able to identify the kinds of the sentences, and after that now you are working on the subjects and the predicates very well. So my dear students, I hope that all these lectures were very beneficial for you. How? Let's see. You can all see on your computer screens or your mobile screens that some pages are in front of you. What these pages are telling you, that the ticked sentences have been done for you just to guide you, just as a help. But what we are going to do with the rest of the sentences? Yes, we are going to follow a famous quote, that is, practice makes a man perfect, and we are going to follow these practices in our assignments. Yes, because we all know that if you will practice more and more on the rest of the sentences that I haven't done for you, it means that you will become the perfect one. So I want my all students to be the perfect. So keep on practicing as your assignment for all these sentences. Keep on working on the rest of the sentences because this is your homework and you can do it very well, I know. So see you next time. Allah Hafiz.